light heavyweight contender, Elvir Muriqi. April 2nd here back home in Brooklyn, New York. Guess you're home away from home now. Second straight fight in the Aviator. What's your thoughts going in?
Actually, I got to thank Andre and these guys to keep me busy. And like I said earlier, I can make it without boxing. I love boxing. I think I can be a world champion one day when the opportunity is presented to me. And any good night, I think I can beat any light heavyweight in the world. So that's why I keep sticking to the game. Yes, I got to thank them for keeping me busy and get me fights. Do I think every fight is dangerous? You know, if you lose this kind of fight, then you might just pack it up. So, I mean, of course, every fight is a tough fight, but I got to thank them for keeping me busy.
What went through your mind in that Judah fight with it? He kept grabbing himself, and you really didn't hit him low very much.
I thought, and I never meant my career. I never meant to hit nobody low, but I thought maybe the first one was maybe a little low because I saw the tape of it, but the second one was really high. It wasn't even the cup was high, and the referee kept telling me, "Oh, it was not low." I told the ref, I said, "So if it's not low, why you giving him a time? I mean, count him out. Then if he doesn't get up, you know, it's TKO win." But probably I needed the rounds anyway. But I said, "What? Because he's Ab's brother?" I mean, whatever. But I thought, you know, he did a very good act, and if he didn't do that, I don't think he would have went the distance.
We're still early in 2011. He'll be by December.
I think by the end of the year, I'll fight for the title, and a good night, I think I can beat any light heavyweight in the world. And we all have bad nights. I can't, and I'm not even making an excuse like when you lose a fight and you have a bad night. No, I mean you just have a bad night, which I think now I really found myself. A lot of the time, even my last fight, I didn't train for a very long time, but I just found myself. I know my confidence, and you know, if I have actually a big fight, I would get really in good shape, and I will honestly think that I can win a world title.
Mark, you want to I was the whole thing. I have questions.
You know, you're getting a little bit older. You know, you're not in your mid-20s anymore. Do you go about your training any differently now, being you're in your 30s now, than maybe you did in your 20s? And you were fighting a lot more actively back then. Is there, like, between fights preparation and then once you start camp, is there any difference now?
I mean, listen, when you fight these fights, they're not such a big fights. Yes, you train, but if I don't have a fight, I don't be like in the gym for the whole year. I'm not gonna lie. When I have a fight, I really, I stay disciplined at least 6 weeks before the fight, and I think my calmness, I really don't get tired no more, and just the experience. I only had 10 amateur fights. I learned the game as a professional. I feel, yeah, I'm 31 years old, but I feel like I didn't have 100 amateur fights. I only had 10 amateur fights. I beat some good guys in those 10 amateur fights, but I learned the game as a pro, and finally, actually, 2-3 years ago, I became calm. So I feel I'm better than I was when I was even busier earlier. You can see the fight in Tabo. You can see the fight in Clinton Woods. You can argue that I didn't lose both of those fights. So
I thought you were boxing better against you. You seem to be using your skills. Am I right?
Absolutely. I mean, if you go,
I'm just slugging you.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you go my early career, when I won the Golden Gloves, I didn't know how to slug. I only knew how to box. I didn't know how to. But then the trainers, everybody there, I became a slugger. But honestly, I'm a better boxer than I'm a slugger. I have for light heavyweights. I have pretty fast hands. I have a good power. I don't rely on my power so much. I think I have better boxing ability than I have power. People think that I'm a guy that comes forward and tough guy, and no, actually I have more than that. But like you say, and a lot of the time you just throw it away and you just go, you just worry about what people, you just want to give people a good fight. But I think honestly I have pretty good skills. killed.
You did well against tall guys, and Jude was tall.
And Clinton Woods, actually, it's funny. He won the inside game, I won the outside game. It's if you see the fight, he fought dirty. When you fight English people in England, you know you're of course going to fight dirty. They're going to hold you, they're going to hit you behind the head. One of the referees says break, they don't even break. But I did good against him too. I boxed, and I only got there 3 days before the fight. I was sure they even won the day of the fight because maybe it's even better. So I think honestly, not because I'm saying it, not because I want to get payday. I can make it without boxing. I can make. I'm you know, like I know my way to make a living without boxing. But I love one day to be a world champion, so I can remember. I can be remembered as a former world champion when I lose. And that's why I just want that chance, and I'm going to work hard so I get that chance. And if they don't give me a shot, I'm going to try to stay busy so I can be #1 contender.
The last fight in Brooklyn, it's almost like little Kosovo, and there were so many of your, from Kosovo and Albania, and like, what's that mean to you? That they support you in the ring. Did you feel that in the ring while you're fighting?
I didn't know how much it means to I fought in England. I didn't know. I really didn't know because over here you fight in Atlanta, you fly tonight, you fight tomorrow. You don't really know too much. But once I fought in England, I went there 3 days, almost 4 days before the fight, and I was wow. I mean, I was by myself. I felt like an opponent. They broke like when I saw the promoter, the fighters, everybody having the judges having dinner, and you by yourself in the table. You're like, wow, they're using me. And yes, it does matter. It does. I'm an emotional person. Yes, it does matter when you have people around and you have fans around. And actually, the last fight, I expect more people this time because. The last time the poster was not, I was not even in the picture. A lot of people didn't even know that I was fighting.
You got added very late.
So a lot of people didn't even know I was fighting. I think this time they're gonna come more, and hopefully they find a guy right-handed, because southpaws, a lot of them, they just try to box. And I'm just gonna do whatever I have to do to win the fight. I'm gonna try to give you guys an excited fight, but like you said, I'm not gonna get hit. I'm gonna try not to get hit.
You said that you hope to fight for a title sometime by the end of the year, whatever. How many fights is that? Obviously, we got April 2nd. Is there another fight, two in between that?
Yes. I want to fight this fight, and I want to fight another tougher fight. It's talk there. I might fight Alan Green next. I want that fight. I want if I can get a big fight, yes, I would like to fight Alan Green, and then I'll be in top 5, and hopefully big network, so I can be undercard of somebody's HBO. I can be main event on Showtime or something. Yes, I'm trying to stay busy. Like last time when I fought Danielle, I didn't fight 13 months, and fight before that, I only Tawan Taylor, that doesn't even count as a fight really. And fight before that was April, like 2009, April 18 in Kosovo, the Russian guy. So I haven't been that active. They promoted problems and managing problems like everybody else has.
What do you hope that a card like this is going to do for you in terms of getting you to that pedestal? I mean, is this going to get you in the direction that you want? Or?
Yes, I mean, I've been professional over 11 years, and if I don't have a fight, I'm not the guy that stays in the gym all the time. A lot of people lie and say things, but this fight keeps me busy. Trying to learn every time you fight. Every time you fight, you try to learn something. And honestly, I think I learn every time you fight. Every time you step in the ring, you learn something. And of course, my rankings, to try to stay in top 10 or close to top 10, and just stay busy to get a big call. And at the same time, you don't want to be rusty. You want to learn every time. Like I said, every time you fight, you learn something and stay in shape.